video, we're going to talk about magic ring and then how to join with a slip stitch. So we start by holding the yarn with our thumb and then wrapping it over 3 fingers to create an X. And then you're going to hold the tail again with your thumb. So you should have an X over the top of your 3 fingers. Then we're going to take the hook under and over, and you're going to pull that through and twist it. So what we're doing is creating a slip knot within a ring. Then this part's a bit tricky. You're going to grab this bit of the X, and then you're going to gently work that through the loop that you created. This is a little tricky. You might have to adjust your tension a little bit. As you can see, I'm not super experienced at this, so I'm having a little bit of trouble. But there we go. Now we've brought up our loop, and then essentially what we've done is we've made a slip knot inside of a ring. So you've got your tail on your left, and then you'll have your working yarn on the right. And now what we want to do is crochet our foundation stitches right into this ring. So I'm going to start with single crochets, and what you'll need to do is envelop both the ring and the tail inside of your single crochet. So you're going to do it just like normal. You're going to pick up a loop and then yarn over and bring through a loop. So now I've got 2 single crochets. Here's my 3rd single crochet onto the ring, and it's important that you make sure that you encapsulate that tail as well. It's going to hide it inside of your stitches. So I'm just going to do 8 single crochets around. And we're doing this to create a circle. So we're going to start from the middle of our work and then work our way outwards in a circle. So this is used for a lot of squares. It's used for the sunburst circle bag that I'm doing as part of the knit along. So there we go. There's 8 single crochets on my ring. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to gently pull that tail. Make sure that you hold your stitches straight so that they don't twist. And then we pull that tail right into a circle. And then we're going to use a slip knot to join this in the round. So you find that first stitch. So here's our circle. We can see our first single crochet right at the top there. And we're going to put our hook underneath both legs of the stitch. It's a little tricky, so I'm just going to loosen them up here a bit. So the point of this is we don't want to create any height, we just want to join it. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull that through to create our loop, and then just pull it through again. Don't yarn over again. And now we've joined in the round. So we're starting with a little circle in the middle, and now we can start working into it. So I'm going to do a double crochet in each of these stitches. This is just for learning purposes. So we're going to still do our chain 3, just like we would do if we were knitting flat. So when we're knitting in the round, we never turn, just like knitting. Sorry, when we're crocheting in the round. So I'm putting a double crochet into this first stitch. And I'm just going to double crochet around just for the purpose of this video, but most patterns are going to have increases because what you're doing is your circle is growing as you're working outside from the center. So if you don't have enough stitches, it gets a little bit puckery, which you'll see at the end here. So I'll work 8 double crochets around, and then we're going to join again with a slip knot. And when you're working in the round, each time you finish a round, you have to join that round with a slip knot before you start your next round. I actually prefer crocheting in the round. I just feel like it's more comfortable for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's just I find the round piece a bit easier to hold on to, whereas the flat piece, is more of a rectangle or a square, and it just seems a little bit more floppy and harder to hold on to. Whereas this is, it's pretty dense and sturdy. And that could just be my inexperience as well. Okay, so we made it all the way around. You can see where my chain 3 is there at the beginning, which I put there because it counts as my first double crochet. So I'm going to put my slip knot in the top of the chain to join before my second round. So yarn over, and then you just pull the one loop through the next loop, and that's it. You've connected your circle, and you can keep working. See how it's a bit, I've got a bit of a pucker going on because I didn't do any increases. Your pattern will steer you in the right direction.